Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well, and I hope life's been good for you. Those of you who are joining me on record. It's a lovely view here. I'll wait till others have arrived. Hi Susie, lovely to see you, and thanks to those who have joined me live. I've actually got my camera trained. I think there's a crow trying to chase a bird of prey there. Morning Victor, lovely to see you. It is, it's or maybe they're courting, I'm not sure. Good morning Jacqueline, lovely to see you. Not sure you can see it, just at the lower cloud reaches. I think it is, I think there's a crow chasing a bird of prey. Good morning Anne, lovely to see you. And therefore I think that the one that's flown away was maybe looking out for young, or ones in their nest and ready to eat them. And that crow is just flying away again, going down. Interesting. And down onto a tree. Anyway, that's interesting. Yes, where am I today? My wife has got a sore foot. I seem to sprain it a little bit today, so we decided not to go anywhere for a big long walk. Good morning Isabel, lovely to see you. So we just went down to Dobby's Garden Centre, down the Clyde Valley. Good morning Nisa, Denise, how are you? Hope you're well. And we've just had a coffee, and Christine's looking at the garden centre, and I'm out here just surveying the beautiful fields just outside Dobby's. And it's a stunning day, it's a lovely day. When the sun was out it was too hot for me, but that's not saying much. And when it's now behind the cloud, that's it, up there. It's just beautiful, it's really mild, and the view is pretty panoramic except for the garden centre itself, for those who don't know this part of the world. So this is just south of Hamilton, on the way to Lanark. Good morning Grace, lovely to see you. And the hills are so beautiful and green, and there's lovely trees on them. And at the top to the left there's 2, 4, 6, 8 sort of cows. But it's greenery all around. Good morning Vicky, got your message. I hope you enjoy your day out. And so for me, what I really love is this is where sort of town meets commerce, meets fields, meets nature. Good morning Samar, lovely to see you. And it's this combination, or this necessity to live within these different ways of living, urban living. Good morning Jean, lovely to see you. So we've got urban living, we've got rural living, we've got nature, and then we've got what man does to nature, which is what we're essentially looking at just now, is what man has done to nature, and it's absolutely beautiful. And you just soak it in. But you start to gain insights about what works well, what works best for everything and for everyone, and what works best just for us, the humans. And I think when you come to these rural areas, so I mean that's literally the fence here that separates this big garden centre from nature, or from the fields. And the fields up there are designed essentially for cattle and sheep. And there's a real beauty to it. There's a beauty to the order, and there's a beauty to the combination. Hi Angie, lovely to see you. A beauty to the combination of planned and more formal, like the fields in front of us, You know, there's a fence, very green, cut. Then there's wild grass at the far side. Then there's a hedge. Then there's the trees. And then there's the pasture area up the top. And the houses usually up the top as well, just like here. And it's lovely just to soak this in, just to feel that mankind can work collaboratively with nature. That it doesn't have to be endlessly destructive. And for me, I guess it's been something that's been on my mind since I was a student, which is going back 40 odd years. This idea that can you live a way that doesn't harm? And to me, from a mindfulness point of view, that then begs the question is, can you live in a way that doesn't harm yourself? And we are constantly harming ourselves by allowing our minds to be managed automatically by the kind of strange body, brain, mind thing that we have, that we've evolved to have. There are often external, I wouldn't say causes, but there are external effects or events that make us feel particular ways, like angry or down or stressed or anxious. But it's our brain's reaction to those events rather than the actions themselves that cause the pain, cause the suffering, cause the harm. And we need, ultimately, in mindfulness, to learn to manage and live with this astonishing thing called the human brain. And I've found that the best way to do it is this combination of this formal practice, sitting down, eyes closed, noticing the breath, especially the breath, because it's such a simple, pleasant thing. It can soothe, well, I've found over time, it can soothe almost every emotion, every feeling, including deep grief and loss and deep, deep anger. I breathe in and it's clear and fresh, and as long as you can take your mind away from the pain and the suffering for long enough to actually notice the freshness of an in-breath and the quiet, gentle peacefulness of an out-breath, you can take your mind away from the negative emotions. And that takes a lot of practice because the negative emotions are very, very strong. But we can learn to do it. And then if we remember to do it when we have these negative emotions, we're now in charge. But the beauty for me is that there's other ways of doing this as well. Find writing or even art, even abstract kind of painting, doing something with your hands, doing something with the stuff in your brain seems to have a similar effect, a soothing effect, a calming effect, a sort of getting it out of your system effect. But the one that's most enjoyable for me is what we're doing just now, which is just seeing and hearing and feeling outdoors, nature. Trees are a beautiful thing to see. Grass is a beautiful colour. The green of grass is beautiful colour to observe. There's little pied wagtail in the lawn sort of grass there, just in the middle. I'm trying to put it in just now. This side of the house. And it's a beautiful little thing, beautiful colours. And listen to the sounds. And if I raise this up a little bit, you can see a gull. And a gull hardly needs to flap to go by. I can hear birdsong all around. I'm not sure you can pick them all up. Some of the sort of harsh calls of the crow There's pigeons going by. And you just notice more ones going by. You just notice. You don't have to do anything else. Indeed, it's unhelpful and a distraction to do anything else. And there's not much of a smell here. My sense of smell is weak. So any little ones that are coming probably don't get, and that's evolution as well. Apparently badgers' sense of smell is 80 times ours. So they would be here, they'd be able to sense a whole stream of things, including me, including what types of grass those things are, including what type of leaves and plants these are in front of me. But the three senses that can be fully utilised: sense of touch, but in a passive way. I don't need to touch the fence in front of me. I don't need to touch the trees or the plants or anything, or the grasses. Just feel the fresh air. And it's a beautiful morning to feel the fresh air just now. The air is very, very slightly cool. And it's a fair wee breeze. You can actually see these leaves just gently moving with it. And the grasses behind that barbed wire fence, just swaying. And it's enough to feel it in my arms, my hands, my face, the back of my neck, and it's such a beautiful feeling. And you don't need to do anything about it. Just enjoy it. But deliberately enjoy it, consciously enjoy it. It's not a sort of passive enjoyment while you're thinking something else. And then the sounds. We're near the A72 going down to Lanark, so you can hear traffic. But the bird song is omnipresent, I guess, to put it. Maybe not being able to be picked up perfectly on this phone, but it's there constantly, dozens. And birdsong is something that I think with time and patience, if you don't have an instinct for it, you can learn to really, really love and appreciate. Feeling of connection when birds sing, for me personally anyway. That you're part of this literally wider world. These birds are up in the air, they're in trees, they're in trees to the left, to the right, north, south, east, west. And they just provide this gorgeous symphony. Here's another couple flying by. Pigeons again, I think. Maybe not, doesn't matter. Beautiful. And then, of course, there's sight. What do we see? Look at these clouds. Especially the ones down by the horizon, the hills there. Very powerful, very dramatic. And darker ones up here. And over there, at the brow of the hill, where the cows are now all wandering from left to right. The clouds are gorgeous. They're really such a rich array of shades and colours and shapes. And this is good use of time. This is health. This is purpose. This is meaning. This is happiness. It's a beautiful way to spend our lives. And we should try to get as many moments in a day spent freely enjoying real life, whether it's nature, the breath, or just gratitude and awareness that you've got tap water, you've got a bed, you've got a pillow. For so many, many, many millions of people don't have those wonderful things. And we can feel both gratitude and compassion at the same time. And those nurture us, make us more humane, more human, richer, deeper people. So, hope you've enjoyed this. It's been lovely being out here. It's an absolutely gorgeous wee part of the world, and somewhere close both to my heart and geographically. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'll be back on this evening at 8:15, regardless of who's playing in the football. 15 minutes I tend to slip in and out of games. I seem to slip in out of games of watching them, and then they score. I've missed so many goals, it's ironic. But anyway, have a lovely day. I'll be back on this evening at 8:15 if anybody wants to join me then. Take care now, everyone. Keep well. Bye.